That's where the real satisfaction comes from, is when you can really love these kids.
I became a foster parent because I've always enjoyed working with children. I have an education in the early childhood education, and I've always enjoyed being around children. And when I found out that there was a job where I could work with children who just needed a soft place to land and a family to love them while their biological families worked out their family dynamics, I thought, sign me up, that's for me. The thing that motivates me the most about being a foster parent is these children have come from a difficult place and an unfair place sometimes, and they just need someone to love them and help them and figure out how to make sense of what they're dealing with. And it is the most rewarding part of fostering, is helping them to help themselves figure that out. You can't do it for them. It's hard work, and it takes love and a relationship with these children, but it is absolutely worth it. First came into fostering, we were so excited when we got our first placement. We felt very confident in our parenting, very confident in our abilities, and those were quickly dashed because the first child we got had behaviors that we had never experienced as a parent. And so it was nice to have a mentor that I could call after hours and on weekends or whenever I needed, and it was a quick response. And someone I could say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. Do you have any ideas or suggestions? And it was very helpful to have a mentor that first year, because they're behaviors that I had never experienced in my parenting life, and sometimes you just don't know how to deal with them. When I first became a parent, I kind of knew what I was doing from watching my older siblings become parents, and as I had my first child, I learned more things, and as I had my second child, I learned even more things. And you grow day by day as you raise your children, and it's no different with fostering. When you get your first placement, you learn certain things. When you get your second placement, you learn more things, and so on and so forth. And by the time you've got 5 years of experience, you've got many different fostering children that have taught you many different things. And at that point, you feel like you've got some knowledge that you could share with these brand new foster parents, especially when you can remember back to how overwhelmed you were that first year and how unsure you were of what you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. It's nice to be able to give back and help through that hard first year of fostering. Hard but rewarding first year of fostering. The reason I loved having a mentor was because it gave me someone that I could talk to confidentially and be comfortable with in that moment when you weren't sure of who you could go to or who you should go to. Your mentor could lead you and guide you and help you through those difficult situations. An important aspect to think of when mentoring or getting involved in the mentorship program is that the relationship goes both ways. The mentor will reach out to the mentee, but the mentee also needs to reach out to the mentor, and communication needs to go both ways for it to be the most successful that it can be. Now you get to work your magic.
The mentorship program has benefited our family by helping Christina, when she has an issue with one of our foster kids and she's trying to figure it out. She can call her mentor and then confide with her the things that are happening in the family and the dynamics and what's going on. And then, the mentor would provide her some information on what she can do better and how we can apply ourselves in a different way, maybe a different angle. Without that mentorship, I think it would be more difficult for us to do what we do. So I think it definitely benefits us in a big way. My role in the home, I think, is to be more of a father figure, a support, a partner to my wife, showing what a healthy relationship could be, to these foster children who doesn't necessarily have that example, and I guess to have, you know, like a kind of that male role model of what a male role model should be, you know, somebody that's there for them, that they can talk to and play with and be safe.
One of the greatest things I learned from my mentor was that the way she treated her foster children. She treated them like they were her family. If she was out in public, no one would have known that those weren't her kids. And that inspired me to be that same sort of foster mom. And so I try to include my foster children in anything and everything that our family is doing. And it has made a big difference for the behaviors in our home. They have subsided for the most part. And when those children feel that you love them and that they're part of you, you can see it in their actions. And so that's the greatest thing I took away from mentoring. And each of you will take away from mentoring what you need for you and your family. So I encourage you to consider the program. All new foster parents and kinship families are offered a mentor for their first year of fostering. And the mentor will reach out to you once a week, either through phone call or text. And they will come to your home and have a face-to-face with you once a month. And one time throughout the year, they will attend a CFPA event with you and your family. And that's in hopes of making sure that your first year of fostering is as beneficial as it can be and you can grow as a caregiver.